Hi, I'm Alexandra, a psychic spiritual counselor, and welcome to Alexandra's Psychic Eye. Do you feel lost, confused, and out of sync with everybody around you? A feeling of dis-ease in your life permeates every faculty and throws you off your spiritual path. The key is reconnecting and remembering who you are, and realizing that you're not the sum total of a life of poor decision-making and unhealthy relationships. Stay tuned as we help you reconnect with your soul's purpose. Don't go away. Welcome back. Veronica Drake is an intuitive life coach, spiritual teacher, and author, and founder of the Uology seminar workshops and programs that inspires individuals to explore their spiritual self and thereby discovering their hidden potential. And welcome back. We were so thrilled and excited to have you on our last show that we asked you to come back. We want to find out more about what you do and all about you.
I'm happy to be here.
Oh, we're happy to have you. Now, we have your book here, Thoughts, Food, Wine, as in whining, and bubble wrap, which I think is such a fascinating title, okay? I've read the book and I loved it. My girlfriends read the book and they loved it.
Thank you.
And it's based on the idea that your thoughts create your reality, which on Alexandra's Psychic Eye and in my teachings, that's my kudo.
Yeah.
So you and I really think alike. I guess, you know, great minds think alike.
There you go.
Now, but that's a very important thing, Veronica, that thoughts create your reality. And I'd really like our viewers to understand that, because I find that people are all, you know, mixed up today. And, you know, it's like it's as if they don't understand that they can create their reality. So when I saw that, and I saw that in your book, you know, your thoughts create your reality, I thought, let's get her on the show. First of all, it has a great title.
Thank you.
How did you come up with that title? And how can we best use the premise of the book to make a better life for ourselves? And by the way, if I want to get a copy of this for my friends or whatever, where do you have these? I mean,
Actually, they're on veronicadrake.net or they're on Amazon.
Oh, okay, great. So,
I'm Amazon and I'm Googleable, so that's very exciting.
I want to get a copy for my mom who's here today. Hi, Mom. Okay, so let's talk about that, the title of the book and the inspiration for the book, and, you know, how you create your own reality. I'd really like to pick your brain, and our viewers really want to pick your brain too.
Speaking of the brain, I've always been fascinated with the brain and how it works. And literally, and from a scientific standpoint, we create our lives based on what we think, the synaptic pathways. If we grow up a certain way, we've thought a thought so much that, like, if you're traveling in the woods, you can see the pathway go in your brain. And so that's our conditioned part of our thinking. And so if I think, you know, gee, I grew up in poverty, so I'm meant to stay in poverty, of course you'll keep having poverty.
Yes.
When you think differently, physiologically, you create a whole different path in the brain, and you begin to retrain what you used to know.
Give us an example of someone that has come to you, Veronica, and has used this philosophy of creating through their thoughts. You know, just a little anecdotal, maybe.
There was one of the women grew up with the idea that she needed a man to take care of her.
As many women are brought up to believe, and it's, you know, it's understandable.
And lo and behold, something happened. They separated, they divorced. And so her identity her self-worth, everything went by the wayside, and this man took it, she said to me. But the truth is, she gave it to him.
Yes.
By thinking the way she thought.
She didn't empower herself, she depowered herself.
Correct, absolutely.
Or whatever the word is.
Yep. Yeah, she did. She, you know, and literally degraded. And
lowered.
you actually lower your vibrational force.
Yes.
When you think negative. You know,
yes.
like attracts like.
Yes.
And so, you know, if I'm up here and I'm doing this, you know, 9 times out of 10, you're going to come into my space and be the same way because I'm going to pull you towards me.
Absolutely.
And so that's really what I try to teach women.
Beautiful.
How to vibrate at a higher level.
How exciting.
Yeah.
Wonderful. Talk about the book. Food, wine, and bubble wrap.
Well,
your publisher didn't like the name, and yet you still wrote it, which I think is great that you went for the name that you wanted.
I'm all about challenging and bucking the system.
All right. As a woman after my own heart, right, Mom?
I am the queen of my ship.
Right.
I do say
what
that.
What sign are you?
I'm Libra.
All right. Oh, that's right, Libra.
Libra. And I will fight tooth and nail for justice.
Yes, they do.
I do fight tooth and nail.
My mother's part Libra, too. But it's a great sign. They have the scale.
Absolutely, the balance.
As long as the balance is balanced, they're good. If they're imbalanced, oh my God.
Holy heck, look out.
Holy heck, it's true. So talk about the book. It's really, we're really interested in
you know, this book is, there's a little bit of me, there's a lot of me in there. There's a little bit of stories that I've experienced, that I've lived. There's my philosophies.
Yes.
You know, really, the main thing I want women to take away from this book is that everything that you accomplish in your life begins with self-acceptance. You can't take out to the world this wonderful commodity of who the Creator made you to be if you don't believe it. How are you going to sell something you don't believe in?
Yes. And I couldn't agree with you more. Now, how are you going to get someone who's been beaten down all their life to even take the first step to this journey?
Well,
what do you do?
And that's really my motto is small, sweet steps.
Oh.
And don't we think that we have to have it?
Small, sweet steps.
Small, sweet steps. Don't we think we have
Does
to have it now?
Does that include chocolate? Godiva, maybe?
Is there anything that doesn't include chocolate?
No, nothing. Nothing that's really good doesn't include chocolate. I'm sure the chocolate companies would love to hear that. Chocolate all the way. Sponsor.
But really, it's
community
about
access. Right.
Small, sweet steps. Get the little doves. Get the little, my love said that. Get the little whatever candies. Put them in your pocket if that's your.
Not allowed to mention anything.
Yeah, but anyway, it's about taking the first step. Initially, taking that first step. I'm someone that just jumps off the cliff, and on the way down, I go, oh no, now what? What's next?
That's what I do.
Yeah.
You kind of jump into it.
Yeah.
So let's say for our viewers, for Alexandra Psychic Eye viewers, we're also on YouTube, so it's people just browsing through the, the computer. Someone's really down, they lost their job, their kids, husband's gone, everything's a mess. Take that step. Just go get some help.
Absolutely.
Go to someone that you feel drawn to.
Absolutely. I got an email from a client last night. She lost her job yesterday. And the first thing she did was come home and email me. And,
beautiful.
And what I emailed back to her was,
way to go.
You need to breathe. You need to sit with this. You do not need to react. And you need to talk to me on Sunday.
Absolutely. I have people that call me and say, I just lost my job and I can't afford to come to you. I said, no, you can't afford not to come to me.
You got it.
Because you are going to make an investment in you, and I'm going to make an investment in you, and that investment is going to bring you. It's like, I say to people, actresses, they know they put money into their hair, probably at least $15,000 a year.
I'm sure.
But it brings them millions.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? Or models.
That's their brand. That's their look.
Yes, exactly. So people need to understand, and I don't care if you're just a housewife, in the suburbs, you have to invest in yourself. Whether that's in an art class or a yoga class or a spiritual life coach or a spiritual teacher, whatever it is, so what you're saying is you're creating your life through your thoughts by investing in yourself. But the worst thing someone could do is say, I can't afford it. We
then
agree.
it becomes true.
Right. Then
Because
you know
then
what? You can't afford it.
Absolutely.
If you keep telling yourself, I can't do this, you can't.
You know what?
My mother always told me, from the day I was 8 years old, there's no such a thing as you can't. You don't want to do this.
Yeah.
I used to say, I can't do this math. And she'd say, no, it's not that you can't. You don't want to.
You don't
she was
want
right.
to.
I didn't want to do it.
It's about shifting into the space that says, okay,
absolutely.
I can do this. And my whole
Yes.
life is a testament to that. Who would think I would be doing what I'm doing as an intuitive, as a life
Wonderful.
coach? You know, I grew up traditional. Get a good job, get the benefits, marry the right
husband,
man.
have the kids.
Yeah.
Then retire, go on a couple of
Absolutely.
vacations.
Absolutely. But, you know, if you can think it, you can be it. Now, I'm
Yes.
not saying that it's
so
easy.
true.
There's no promise that it's going to be a cakewalk.
No.
We don't promise that.
Anything worth getting
Absolutely.
takes work.
Yep.
And people have to understand, you've got to take the risks. You know, I came out to Staten Island. Maybe people think, well, big deal, Staten Island. I was put here for a reason, because a lot of opportunities, doors opened for me to do work on television and radio. And I've done national television, national radio. We're just, you know, we're going to be putting on a blog radio show called The Psychic You with Alexandra after February. You know, this is all community to help people. It wouldn't have happened if I stayed in Brooklyn, where I was born and raised. I love Brooklyn. Yay, Brooklyn.
Yeah, you came out of your box.
Home of Woody Allen and everything. Right, I came out of my
Yeah.
box. So I stepped out of my comfort zone. My mother's like, you're going out there, you don't know anybody. I didn't know a living soul. My first friend was the mail lady.
Good for you.
That's it, and the
Yeah.
grocer, that was it. But I stepped out of my comfort zone. I just felt drawn. And then we had a guy on the show, really nice guy, I forgot his name. He was on Oprah when she was at her show. And he's a top numerologist. And he gave me his book, he signed it, and he said, you know, your three best, my mouth is broken, your three best places for success, Alexandra, is Staten Island, Red Bank, New Jersey, and Manhattan.
Oh, hey.
Yeah, Manhattan, whoa. But anyway, yeah, if you can make it in Manhattan, you can make it
anywhere.
But it was funny because he said, how did you know to go to Staten Island? I said, I don't know, just something drew me here. So, you know, do you work with people, you know, feeling drawn to, what's your opinion on that? What is your belief on that,
you know,
Veronica?
I work deeply with intuition. You know, a lot of women come to me and they can't identify even what's blocking them. I talk about, you know, when you use a garden hose and it's kinked up at the bottom.
Oh, mine always is.
And you go to spray it, nothing comes out.
I need you.
Right? If
Right.
you're blocked up, think about that garden hose. How do we unblock you to get you to flow as smoothly as you
So
can?
how do you unblock them, Veronica Drake?
Intuition. Intuition. It
Okay.
really is about me sitting with you one-on-one, feeling your energy, feeling where you're at, and me having the courage to say to you, you're not XYZ, whatever it is, or you should, or why aren't you, or whatever my entrance is. But a lot of women don't want to reveal too much. And so when I go in and I say, I already know, you know, a big thing is, you know, I can identify, infidelity is big, I can identify infidelity.
Yes.
And I can look at dates and careers. I'm very good at knowing if and when and how and why.
So what do you get on me? Go ahead, I'm putting you on the spot.
Well, you know, well, obviously from meeting you, I can
Yeah.
tell that you're very vivacious, you're tenacious. You spoke about being the captain of your ship. I don't think you take no for an answer. I think that,
My mother's like, oh yeah.
I think it intrigues you to hear no, because then
Oh,
you go,
yeah.
how do I go around the
Yep.
no?
Yep.
You're the kind of
Watch
girl.
me.
You're the kind of girl that wants to know not just that the water's coming out, but what's going on behind the wall. I got to know it all.
I'm Pippi Longstocking.